Welcome back to Ask the Expert series here at Right at Home. I'm Ben Solomon with Right at Home, and today we're meeting with Mari and Juli. Welcome. There are wonderful, amazing schedulers here at Right at Home, and we are talking together about how do we communicate with caregivers and make sure that they're getting the shifts that they want and that you feel comfortable as schedulers of working with them, and what's that communication process. If you like what we have been doing, if you like the series, like and subscribe below, and there will be a whole bunch of references and resources available for you to be able to check out at the bottom of the video of the description page. So let's get into it. So what do we do about how do we build people's schedules? So someone's gone through the orientation, they become a right-at-home caregiver, they're now ready to talk to you guys about all the wonderful opportunities we have. What does that process look like for you?
We first receive their availability, so we always plan schedules based on the availability given from the moment you interview till the moment you finish orientation. So it's really important to keep that availability, because we work based on that. Of course, on the road, we know things may happen and you may need to change it, and we will be right there to help you accommodate maybe to a new schedule, accommodate your clients. But it's really important to have the availability really clear and steady from the beginning. So we do a draft, matching the caregiver skill set to the client's needs, and also checking little details like, does the client smoke? Does the caregiver is okay with that? If not, we do not put them with the client. We also look at little things like if the client has dogs and the caregiver doesn't like pets. So we really go into the details before we place a client on the schedule, and then we meet with them in a video call and we go over the hours, like the full schedule we have available.
Yeah, we do really appreciate our caregivers, because all of this wouldn't be possible without them. So it's important for us to have in mind their needs. So what is their availability, maybe their preference, because, well, some of them have allergies, so we're not going to send in our caregiver to a house with 3 cats or with dogs if they have allergies to cats or dogs, for example, or maybe if they have allergy to smoke. So yeah, we have in mind all of those needs that our caregivers might have requested during the interview and the process. So it's important for us to have in mind all of that in order to be successful, like giving them hours through the week, give them the correct shifts, the correct clients. So it's really important for us to have in mind all the details in regards to time, preference, also if they drive or if maybe they use the bus to move around. So we start doing this schedule from the very beginning, from the interview.
It's really important for them to be honest with what the information. Sometimes I believe that caregivers want to hey, I can do everything, I'm available all the time, when that isn't, and I have all these skills, and there's no problems of my availability, but when then things are being scheduled, that's not the reality. So it's really important.
Yes, it's
Don't
truly
worry.
important.
Yeah, be honest.
Be honest.
We may not have the exact shift for you then, but if you're honest and let us know really what's going on in your life, then when that is available, we'll be willing to. We can find that client for you.
Definitely. We're always willing to hear them out. We know that they don't have a full availability always. That maybe they have 3-4 days available, including weekends. So they might be afraid that they don't have a full availability, like Monday through Sunday, but that's not what we're looking for. Like they have a 24/7 availability, no. But if they're honest with their availability, we be looking around to give them some open shifts, like
Stacking shifts.
If they have good hours, if they are happy, if they feel comfortable, well, I will be a winner. We will be, yes, I will be feeling great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like honesty is the best policy from the get-go. If you're honest with us, we will make sure to make it work.
Yes.
So how do you communicate? What's the communication process? What's the best way to communicate with you guys?
Sometimes we ask them on the orientation, what is your preferred? Like, you prefer calls, you prefer emails, you prefer text. We do everything, so we call, we text, we email, so we do all around. The one thing that is important is to communicate back with us. I mean, it's important that you let us know, even if it's for declining, even if it's for say like, hey, I don't think that it's a match for me. It's important because that will help us to know what to offer and what not to offer. So please get back to us.
Yeah, that could be an issue. That could keep you from wanting to, if someone doesn't communicate effectively, it could cause some, well, I don't know if that person's going to be at the top of my list because they're not a real good, effective communicator.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we have more than one channel, so it's important for us to have communication with our caregivers. Not because we need to set up the schedule, but also sometimes we don't know about our caregivers, or they're okay, if they're doing well. Sometimes they're sick and we are not aware of that. And for example, I've been making some calls to our caregivers that are not feeling well, and they truly appreciate that call, like to know that the company is interested in their well-being. So sometimes it's not even to offer something to them; it's also to make sure that they're okay, because we do care. Yes, we do care about our caregivers.
So if you're not getting back to us, like neither cell phone, neither text, neither email, we will think you might as well are not available. And sometimes it's not the case, so we just want to have like
Good
lives.
communication,
Good
yes, because it's key. We always offered to our caregivers to get back to us for any reason they might have. Sometimes I even start talking with them about their dog or about their children. I'm like, okay, it's good because I have a good relationship with them. It's not always about work. Mm-hmm. We do care, like I've been saying, because truly we are here for them, to hear them out. And of course, we care if they're not doing well. I even offered to them if I can do anything, and I'm not always gonna be able to do anything, but I'm always willing to hear and to help as far as I can.
And if your schedule updates, just either text us or give us a call.
Yes, definitely.
Beforehand, because we know emergencies happen and that cannot be avoided. That's another thing. But when you have an appointment, when you have vacations, when you have an outing planning, wherever it is, if you let us know like a week or two in advance, or at least a few days in advance, we can make it work. We can move things around. We can talk to the client. But if you just come the same day, like, hey, I'm sick, the same day, 2 hours before your shift, that put us in a completely like
everyone, all hands on deck panic, and that's going to make you probably less likely to be comfortable offering them shifts in the future.
That's correct. Yes, because it's important for us to be able to trust our caregivers.
Rely.
Yes, exactly, to rely, because there is a big why we do what we do, and is, well, the clients, to give them service. Sometimes they are alone and they really need someone in there. So sometimes it's really painful for us to call a client and say like, hey, no, we don't have anyone for you today. I feel really bad personally, because I'm always want to do something. I'm always want to give this extra mile, but if our caregivers call out at last minute and really we don't have anyone to go, we have to call them and let them know that we don't have anyone, and that's really heartbreaking sometimes.
And we have to take into account that is also people that is often legally blind, that has mobility issues, and they truly cannot be left alone. So just before calling out, like with that spare of time, like 2 hours, just really think about what you got into, like caring for people, and just realize that it's not leaving someone alone that can defend himself. It's really something helpless. And I mean, we are here to help you. If you need a ride, we can schedule a ride. If you need a few more minutes, we can give you a few more minutes, even hours. We can adapt but it's really important to enhance the commitment, not only with us, with the people that need it.
That sounds really good. That's a really good message. So let's say, hey, I'm stuck on the side of the road. I've got a car issue. My transportation work. It's really important to work with the agency. We can find a solution sometimes to caregiver. The client's fine with just some help versus no help.
No help.
Yes, definitely. Something that I find amazed about our team is that we're always willing to do something. Like Juli said, like send someone to pick you up. I don't know if you are stuck in the traffic, we can move at the time to give you a couple minutes for you to arrive with the client. So yes, we're always willing to help. It's not like we're gonna be mean or say something bad to you if you call and let us know that you're having trouble with something. No, we're really here to help.
Well, that's really good attitude. Let people know. Don't be afraid to call with issues.
Yes.
But call.
But help, yeah, just let me know, let us know, and
Yes.
we'll take it from there. We will
Yeah.
help you with that load, because sometimes we know they're afraid, like, what they're gonna say, they're thinking something of me, but we don't.
Yes.
We don't judge, we help. So as long as you come with us, we are going to figure it out. So please don't be afraid to let us know. I know we know some personal stuff, you don't have to share everything, but at least a glimpse so we can help you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, thank you again for another wonderful edition of Ask the Experts. Hopefully this answered some of your questions on what it takes to be successful in getting schedules with Right at Home as a caregiver. If you like it, like again this video and subscribe to this channel, and we look forward to seeing you next time.